Hello, good morning. Today is Sunday, November the 15th, 2020. This is the first video I'm presenting on a Sunday theme. And what I want to talk about is, it's going to be a series of themes. This is going to be in the series of faith. Today I'm starting with the series of faith. So, sorry, that was Siri understanding instructions that I'm not really giving. So this theme of faith is going to be creating a series to where we are going to be approaching the theme of faith in different angles. Since we were children, we were taught that faith is a grace, which is indeed. But as a grace in being part of the creation of the God who created us, it's already in us. It's not something we received as a gift after being given the big gift of life. We received it with it. Because in life is where all graces and all gifts actually reside, through where we can practice them. I mean, life holds everything. Life is where God manifests himself in the most splendid and possible way. Therefore, we've been given the gift of life. And with that gift of life, we've been given the grace of faith. Sometimes through different traditions or through different teachings and education, we have the tendency to think of faith as something way too mystical, way too hard to understand, and not in a practical way. In this series and conversations, we're going to be presenting you with common topics in a very practical ways, where we can identify these graces, this faith, these gifts, and actually make them work for us. I mean, somehow in some traditions have the tendency to keep certain themes or topics in a kind of a mystical way or hard to approach way in order to establish more control or discipline within the communities that are guiding or leading. Our approach is going to try to break all those links that are based on that much uniformity, giving the opportunity for you to experience what we speak about in your own personal way. And from there, just approach whatever community you feel comfortable with from an angle that is just different, is our angle. And what we try to do is to give you information so you can have your own angle towards everything. We do believe in one of the principles of our group is that a full truth is the one that sets you free. Partial truths are manipulative and have a tendency to influence towards a particular objective or goal. Our approach is trying to share as much truth as possible with the intention to set people free through the truth. I want to quote Jesus when he was starting his passion, where he was saying, "I'm coming to give testimony of the truth, and whoever is looking for the truth will listen to my words." And he's talking about himself, of course. He's total truth. And the total truth, the complete truth, is the one that set us free. So once we establish one of the protocols we follow, I mean, as a group, as missionaries, as a group of spirituality, we're going to approach faith from different approaches, from different perspectives, to where you can actually identify it. We see faith as something that is already in you, as we were saying. Yes, it is a grace, it is a gift from God, but it's also already living in you. Let's just make a little and simple comparison. It's just like a muscle. I mean, an athlete identifies the muscle that he wants to develop or strengthen, and then he practices certain exercises in order to get stronger on that particular area of the body. Let's say, for instance, an athlete who runs, I mean, he wants to have fast and strong legs. He focuses on exercises that are based on developing the legs to be faster and stronger. I mean, faith is alike that. If we could just use it as a little comparison that's got to do with our full existence, in our holistic view of existence, faith is like that. We can have different angles to see faith and identify those angles in order to develop it, practice it, have exercises to where we can see how things manifest through faith. Faith is something that is related with our holistic being. As we were saying, faith is part of life, as all the graces. So once you practice life, you're practicing faith one way or another. The idea is to identify it, be more aware, more conscious of it, and once we are able to pinpoint it, identify it, we can actually practice it with more awareness, with more consciousness. Therefore, we can develop it and we can become stronger spiritually, emotionally, and I don't know, even physically. Because when we practice your life with faith, everything flourishes in a way that is just unbelievable. It's amazing. These conversations are going to be every Sunday. We're going to be publishing them in a group on Facebook. I'm going to load it up also in YouTube. We're barely getting started in these communication channels. God bless everybody who's been helping us through this process. We're not a new group. We've been around for years. But we're coming into these new ways of communication, trying to reach out as many people as possible. We are the group of Missionaries de Santiago, and we would love to be sharing these things with you. Again, this is the series of faith. It's going to be published every Sunday, combined with another common topic, different approaches, like prayer. We're going to be talking about prayer a lot. This is two main groups or series of conversations are the ones we're going to get started with. You're more than welcome to join us. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful Sunday full of life, happiness, and faith.